There is a way to live for 66 days to change your destiny. This is called the monk mode, which means living as a monk or in a spiritual way. This monk lifestyle has existed abroad for a long time, but in the past few years, it has been practiced and shared by successful people with a great influence. This lifestyle has become a global trend, and those who complete the 66-day monk regimen go through a complete transformation from their mindset and thoughts to their health and soul. This process helps them upgrade to a new version of themselves, far beyond what they were before. Let's explore why monk mode can help you develop an extraordinary version of yourself. Monk mode is a monastic lifestyle, as its name suggests. You live like a monk for a short period to regain focus and achieve your goals quickly. Have you ever wondered why you set many goals at the beginning of the year, but they still haven't been realized? Why do you do many things, but they don't achieve the desired results? Stop blaming yourself. It's not because you lack talent, your willpower is weak, or you didn't put in enough effort. The real reason is that your attention is being stolen every day. We live in a world flooded with information and content from Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and other social media platforms. Talented creators around the world are producing captivating content to capture your attention and turn it into money. Why do creators worldwide strive to grab your attention? The answer is simple. Your attention will be converted into money, and every second you spend on the screen benefits someone else. Few people will mention this, as it doesn't benefit the content creators. But it's the truth. I say this, knowing that I may lose some followers, as my videos are also the result of hours of research and experience to bring you valuable information in exchange for a few minutes of your attention. Your attention is extremely valuable, and the whole world wants your attention. But imagine if you invested that attention in yourself instead of letting it become someone else's profit. If this attention and focus are taken away, they become the benefit of others. In contrast, if you use them for yourself, you will undoubtedly achieve superior results. Your focus will turn into money for you. The difference lies in where you direct your attention, towards yourself or the outside world. This creates a significant difference. However, this is not just your problem. Most modern people, including myself, have fallen into this situation. Social media steals our focus every day. Practicing the 66-day monk mode will help you regain your attention and focus. In this video, we'll learn about Prince EA's monk mode. Prince is a very successful influencer with over 6 million YouTube subscribers. His videos contain valuable information that strongly impresses and changes the mindset of many people. His sharing about the monk mode is no exception. Prince shares that you will train and upgrade 3 critical aspects: mindset, body, and soul. Let's explore each aspect. First, upgrading the mindset is the foundation for every change. Although we are all human, the difference between people is due to their mentality, the way they think, and their thinking ability. Prince shares that the mind is like the body. It is determined by what we feed it. If you feed your mind with good information, your thoughts will become clear and your thinking will be sharp. In contrast, if you feed your mind with junk information, it will become hazy and your life will become lazy. Of course, there will be a significant difference after a year between someone who consumes high-quality information and someone who only thinks about junk information. To improve your thinking, you need to eliminate worthless information and feed your brain with high-quality information. Prince provides 3 actions to cleanse the mind and upgrade the mindset. Distance yourself from friends, stop using social media, and read 1 book per month. The first step is to distance yourself from friends. You may have heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The people you interact with regularly not only have similar personalities, but also share habits, thinking, and lifestyles. Just like when you were in school, a group of similar students would gather together. In the adult world, this is even more apparent. Entrepreneurs seek out other entrepreneurs, successful people connect with other successful people, and complainers hang out with other complainers. The world you're currently interacting with will have a significant impact on you. If you truly want an ideal life, But it is not as you expected. You need to separate yourself from your current environment for a while. The friends you currently have, no matter how good-hearted they are, cannot take you to the world they have not yet set foot in. Conversely, even if you have a goal, it doesn't mean your friends also have that goal. Even if they have a dream, they may not be as ready and determined as you are. In some cases, they may even become an obstacle that holds you back from your goal. Therefore, during the 66-day monk regimen, you need to resolutely distance yourself from people who have a negative influence on your goal. This is not selfishness, but a necessary step to protect your determination and goals. But be assured that the 66-day monk regimen, which includes cutting off contact with friends, is only a short time in the long journey of life. If some of your relationships encounter difficulties during this time, see it as an opportunity to recognize the true nature of those relationships. Prince shares the second action is to stop using social media. When you hear this, you may feel a bit alarmed as it is very difficult, especially with the addictive short videos on TikTok. Even the strongest-willed people can become addicted, as social media directly targets the brain's reward system by providing cheap dopamine. Dopamine is the hormone that gives you a sense of satisfaction and craving for more. At work, this hormone creates the motivation to overcome difficulties to experience the reward. However, social media provides you with cheap dopamine. Why is it called cheap? Because you can satisfy it immediately, without effort. Constantly consuming this cheap dopamine, the brain becomes dependent on it to feel satisfied easily. As a result, all actions that require focus and discipline are seen as a hassle by the brain. Imagine a day when you plan to exercise or learn English, but before that, you decide to scroll through social media for a bit, and you realize you've wasted 2 hours just scrolling. Your initial determination vanishes, and you tell yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow." I believe everyone has experienced that feeling at least once. During the monk regimen, to improve your mindset, you need to stop using social media to avoid the environment that is stealing your focus, and quit the addiction to cheap dopamine. The simplest way is to remove these apps from your phone. However, I think this will be very difficult for many people. So I will give you an easier solution. Set a time limit for using social media, such as only using it in the evening or absolutely not using it in the morning. Why not in the morning? Because this is when the brain is most active, and this time should be used for learning or working, which will have very high productivity. The third action to improve thinking is to read 1 book per month. The first 2 actions help eliminate junk information from the mind and restore it to a normal state. This third action is to truly change your thinking. Prince shares that if you read 1 professional book per month, within 5 years, you will certainly be in the top 5% of that profession. The opportunity to meet truly successful people and learn their mindset is almost impossible. Typically, we can only meet them once we have achieved enough success. However, in this age of abundant information, you can completely befriend and learn from them through books or videos. During this mind-updating phase, you will have plenty of time since you are not meeting friends and limiting social media. Prince encourages reading, but it doesn't have to be professional books, especially for those who are not in the habit of reading. Professional books can be too difficult and make you sleepy in the middle. When I first started reading, I read a thick medical book. However, at that time, I couldn't finish it because it was boring and overwhelming. I think you should start with books that directly solve problems in your life or develop skills you want to have in the future. For things directly related to ourselves, we will feel interested and have long-term motivation. After upgrading the mindset, we will move on to upgrading the body. During the monk mode, to achieve the ideal transformation, not only do you need to improve your mindset, but you also need to have an optimal body and health. Prince shares that there are 3 things to do. First, do not eat processed foods. Processed foods not only harm the body, but also reduce your brain function. During the monk mode, sweets, fast food, and alcohol are absolutely forbidden, as they are the sources of inflammation in the body. To heal inflammation, the body's energy will be consumed very quickly. Of course, sweets and fast food also contain cheap dopamine, causing an imbalance in mood and a decrease in motivation shortly after. Prince advises you to eat only natural whole foods, such as fresh vegetables, fresh meat and fish, nuts, and fruits. The second action is to drink enough water, with the goal of drinking nearly 2 liters of water per day and replenishing electrolytes. Prince shares that most modern people suffer from chronic dehydration. He always carries a water bottle to be able to replenish anytime. Why do we need to supplement electrolytes? Because when we drink water, the body quickly processes and excretes it through urine, which can cause the body to lose important electrolytes like calcium, magnesium, and sodium. To ensure the best water absorption, we need to supplement electrolytes, but avoid using refined table salt. The third action to upgrade the body is exercise. In exercise, there are 2 types: aerobic exercise and anaerobic exercise. In Prince's monk mode, you will combine both to achieve the optimal health. The representative aerobic exercise is walking. Prince advises you to walk 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day. Walking is the king of exercises, as it improves cardiovascular endurance and increases serotonin to improve your mood. They say the mood-improving effects of walking are even more effective than medication. Next, we will combine with the anaerobic form of exercise, which are strength training exercises. Prince shares that you should devote 3 to 5 times a week, 1 hour each time to strength training, and he encourages using weights. I think this is more suitable for men, and for women, I advise doing cardio exercises to have a slender figure. Prince shares that the most effective thing when strength training is to see your image change in the mirror every day. Each time you look in the mirror and see a more toned and slim body, your self-confidence and sense of achievement will increase day by day. A person with self-confidence can achieve a lot. We can see that exercise is the most important factor during the monk regimen. If you don't devote time to exercise during this time, you will fail. The simple reason is that exercise is the only way to relieve stress. When you implement the monk mode, you will stop socializing with friends and limit social media use, and your usual stress relief methods will not be applicable. Exercise becomes the only way to balance your life. If you continue the monk regimen without exercise, at first everything may go smoothly, but at some point, stress will accumulate to an unbearable level, and you will suddenly not be able to endure it anymore, like a snapped guitar string. When that happens, everything will end. To prevent this, you need to exercise during these 66 days. After upgrading the mindset and body, let's explore the final mission, nurturing the soul. Prince affirms that in a successful monk regimen, the material must go hand in hand with the fulfillment of the soul. Even if you have billions in assets, if your soul is not satisfied, you cannot feel truly happy. Even if you earn millions every month, but have to work continuously in anxiety and stress and cannot sleep at night, even if you eventually manage to sleep a little, you are still repeatedly awakened by anxiety. Can a life like this be called happiness? Certainly not. Prince shares that nurturing the soul is through daily meditation. You just need to sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. The key is to focus on your breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. When inhaling, the air should expand down to your belly, not just your chest. For everyone who is just starting meditation, you will feel that just focusing on your breath is really difficult, and many other thoughts will arise in your mind. At this time, don't worry. This is a normal part of the meditation process. Whenever your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. This refocusing is the core of meditation. People are often influenced by unpleasant things or negative criticism from others. However, those who have the habit of meditation can quickly restore their mindset and emotions to a stable state, even when faced with unpleasant things. They can do this more easily than those who do not have the habit of meditation. The effects of meditation may not be immediately visible. After 1 or 2 weeks, you may not see much change, but after a month, many people will be surprised. You will wonder, wow, why am I so calm now? For example, in the past, you were easily irritated or panicked by small things, but now those similar things no longer disturb you. I have a tip for when you first start meditating to help you focus. Repeat a short phrase in your mind when inhaling, like, I inhale energy, and when exhaling, think, I exhale calmness. This is all that is done in the monk regimen. Let's summarize. Upgrade the mindset by eliminating bad information and absorbing good information. Specifically, distance yourself from people who pull you down, stop using social media at least in the morning, and read one book per month. Upgrade the body by avoiding processed foods, drinking 2 liters of water and replenishing electrolytes, and exercising daily with a combination of walking and strength training. Finally, adjust the soul by meditating for 10 to 20 minutes each day, sitting in a quiet place, and meditating in the morning or evening. Actually, Prince recommends this regimen for 6 months. However, an easier version is 66 days, based on scientific research. The recreation of new neural pathways in the brain takes an average of 66 days. By maintaining this for 66 days, you can change the connections in your brain. It's not easy, I must say. What comes quickly is not sustainable, and what comes easily does not bring long-term value. An amazing side effect of the monk regimen is that you naturally become productive when you have nothing to do. During the monk regimen, you essentially cannot do your usual activities like using the phone excessively or hanging out with friends, so you will have free time. Instead of doing nothing, you will work or study to pass the time. This helps you immerse yourself in tasks that the brain previously saw as a hassle. Work will be completed quickly, and you will feel a sense of achievement. When receiving this high-quality dopamine from work or study, you will automatically strive to get more of this process, helping you develop a mindset that is not afraid of difficulties to achieve results. Humans, by nature, are addicted to old habits, and the process of change is painful. I'll share a bit about my own experience during the monk mode. The first 3 days were exciting and eager for the new challenge. The next 3 days, I felt resistance and started to reject it. Why is it so difficult? Why am I doing this? Is it worth it? I hate this feeling. The first 10 days, behavioral psychologists call the unbreakable phase, where the mind resists, creating an unpleasant feeling to get the body back to old habits. This was exactly what happened to me. 10 days of struggling with my own mediocrity. The next 10 days were the uncomfortable phase. During this time, I had already started the new lifestyle, but was still easily tempted to return to old habits. This phase requires determination for anyone creating a new lifestyle or habit. After maintaining for 20 days, it's a big victory. Psychologists call the next 10 days the irreversible phase. During this period, you will notice that you have changed. You realize the value and worthiness of everything you are doing. Meditation, reading, exercise, life goals, work. Everything becomes compelling and clear. And the next 36 days are simply maintaining this lifestyle. This is the 66-day monk mode inspired by Prince E's monastic regimen. You can adjust it to suit yourself. For example, in a week you can take a break from this regimen on Sundays to regain balance, or instead of 66 days, you can do it in a month. Personally, I think even just 1 month, you can already see a lot of positive changes. We have all tried very hard, but many things have not been successful. Don't give up, don't blame yourself, and don't think you've reached your limit. Keep trying, as it only takes a very short time compared to your whole life. If you find what I've shared helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you implement it and see results, come back here to leave a thank you comment. Goodbye, and see you again.